Okay, so we're just giving people a little time to come in. Make sure that you are smashing that notification bell. You can also share this live if you like, or tag a few people that you think this would be good for. And don't be shy, because this is a place to discuss things. You don't have to be a veteran to really have input, because I learn from people every day in the lives and in life. So this is not a place where if you're not seasoned, you can't speak up. This is a place to kind of get the discussion going, to kind of get the mind brewing, so we can all make money in the beauty industry, okay? And you can invite people or share with people who may not necessarily be nail techs, because this is anyone in the beauty industry or for an entrepreneur overall. So just sit back and we'll come on soon. Thanks for your support. This track is so funny to me. I just had to throw it in because the emotions be running high, honey. But I'm coming soon. Just hold on. Just giving people time to come on in. Get what you need to get. We're starting soon. Hello, hello, hello. How is everyone today? Can you hear me okay? Just checking to see if you can hear me. Let me know. Can you just give me like a yes or a one? A yes or a one to let me know that you can hear me okay. I am just coming from the gym and I'm a sweaty hot mess. So I don't plan on coming on camera, but look, I had to come on here because it just hit me. The more I scroll and the more I scroll on social media, I'm like, I need to go live and I need to get these thoughts out of my head. So we got Lauren here, and I know we got this mixtape here. Hey, hey. We got people here, Polished by Shell. Okay, you can hear me. Okay, cool, cool, cool. You should have brought your AirPods. Yup. You know what? I have some, and I have them in my little fanny pouch that I have at the gym, but those things fall out, so I had to buy some with a cord. I just can't keep them in my ears, but check out. Yeah. So this does not have to be a long one. Sound is great. Good. This one does not have to be a long one because I have a lot to do. But I just wanted to know, like, are you all seeing social media and where it's going? I mean, it is crazy. It is on steroids. It is on steroids. And, I just had a really good question. Okay, Madam Gracie, thank you. I wanted to know how much, we're going to get right into it. How much of the stuff, what percent of what you see on social media do you believe? Can you please, I'm serious. Can you please just provide me a number, a percentage number? What percentage of stuff that you see on social media do you believe? Just tell me. Okay, I'm just wondering. I just want to see what you all are thinking. There is no wrong answer. It just kind of helps me to understand, like what people are thinking, what people believe, how effective is this stuff? So Polished by Shell said 10%. Lauren said maybe 60 or 70%. Madam Gracie said 30%. Okay, so the question is, what percentage of social media do you believe? Provide a number, please. If you're just logging in, feel free to provide a number. Provide your numbers here in the comments. I'm going to start talking because this is not going to be a long one. Hey, Artina, so we're going to start out with the dancing game. So many girls, I'm just giving you different examples. So many girls have started out posting. First, it's always one person. It's one person. Artina said 50%. Okay, so we got between 10% and 70% that people believe what they see. Okay, so let's talk about the dancers. You got one or two dancers who made a YouTube video, or they started making TikToks, or they started making an Instagram profile just showing how much money they made, and da 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 da. Now, that got them a following. And so what other people do is that they copy those girls, and when they have a good night, they post up the money that they made that night. But I can tell you personally, from being a dancer back in the day and from working in the clubs on dancers, and just from watching other girls who have stepped up and said something, that they will tell you that these girls are capping. Like, it is not like that every night. With most dancers in most clubs, first of all, you have to be in a good club, right? And most of the time it may be, I'm not gonna say most of the time, but a lot of the times it may be empty in there. And then it's like 10 of you all on this particular shift, especially if it's earlier in the night or it's during the week. And it's like people are not really getting money like that. They might go out and do a set, and some girls are now telling the truth. They'll come back in with $30. And you got to keep working sets and working sets and working sets and hope that you get a good set. And then once you got to work the room and try to get dances. Okay, that's how it really goes. But it was so many girls out here just throwing out garbage bags of money talking about this is what my life is like. Now, I want to say something. I'm going to use many different examples, but I'm just trying to get people to see how social media really works. Because if you follow some of these people, and you even follow the people that first started out in this, if you pay a real attention to their background of their house and how they're really moving, the quality of the clothing, all of that, it tells you that they're not making that much money every day. You get what I'm saying? Like, I'm not trying to be funny, but I'm just saying a person who's making thousands of dollars every single night, would they be living in an apartment with dated stuff? They would not. Would they be living in an apartment with basic furniture that you can buy on the corner? They would not. They would be living a more luxurious lifestyle. So that right there, like, I just want people to use their common sense when they are believing all this bull that they see online. And I'm just starting out with using dancers that you see. Even a lot of those girls, they love to show all this money that they make, but they really just showing you a good night, a lucky night. And then the other part that they don't tell you is they got to pay out people. They got to pay out the DJ some money. They got to pay out the front door. They might have to pay security. They might have to prepay. A lot of them girls, they come in I can tell you from experience, a lot of them girls, they come in, the door broke. And so they get drinks, they get hookah, they get food and all of that. And so they walk in the door in a negative. So what, they made 800 tonight. They owe 225, 250 to the door because it was a Saturday night or a Friday night. They got to give security some because he let some of her friends in. You got to get a DJ $30 for hooking you up and playing your favorite song, whatever, whatever. It's just to make sure you got to take care of the people that take care of you. They got to pay their tab. They might have to pay a makeup artist. They might have to pay the house mom. You get what I'm saying? They might have to pay the house mom because the house mom provided them with some stuff, something they forgot at home. Their shoe broke or whatever, or they needed a new fit. Whatever. They give the house mom money. They have to pay out like so many different people. But they show you that big, huge amount to get people all excited about an industry that is not as pretty as they make it seem. So I'm just going to start out with the dancers to tell you how social media caps and have people head blown up about stuff. And it's not what it seems. And it's an epidemic that is causing a problem because it's making so many people jump into doing their own thing without having a full understanding of what they jumping into. You said they water it down. Hey, Keep It Netty, 10% Be Pretty said. The clubs even fake it. Put all their money on the floor, having the dancers shake they boobop, always posting the same thing. That's what I'm saying. Most of the stuff is cap. I promise you. Yeah, I always look at people's background. I'm nosy. Exactly. If you pay attention to people's background, it'll tell you everything you need to know. It's so many people online, and I'm not trying to bash. It has nothing to do with them because you live how you live. I live how I live. I posted. You saw my background before I moved here, and this is still like not the best there is. I don't claim to be killing it like that. I just say what it is, right? But for people who are claiming to make all this money, you have to look if their lifestyle matches the money they say they make. Okay? Sometimes you even leave in the negative. Yeah, you can definitely leave the dance, I don't want to say certain words that's triggering on social media. You could definitely leave the club in the negative or barely walking out with gas money to get home, especially if you go on a night where it's empty and you sitting there, you still owe the house no matter what. They may say, well, just give me 50 tonight, but you owe me. So now you walking around the deficit. That can very well happen in a dancing industry. And you got to tip the bartender. That's what I'm saying. So I'm just using that as an example to start out with. And the question was, what percent do you believe what you see on social media? So I'm just giving you all these examples, the popular examples. So that's the dancing industry, right? The next part I'm going to move on to is the drop shipping. The new thing that I'm seeing now is that people are really pushing drop shipping. They've been pushing it, but I notice now I'm seeing more younger people pushing drop shipping. And I've been drop shipping since forever, over 10 years. So it's so funny that people are putting up posts like, oh, look at how much I just made today. I made this in my sleep. And it'll show like $1,700 or whatever. Let me tell you something about that real quick. Let me tell you something about that. They might show something that's, let's say, $1,500 in my sleep, or I made $1,500 this morning. It's not even 10 o'clock in the morning. And so people, they're like, sign up for my course and I'll tell you how. And this is the part that I find misleading about all these people with the drop shipping. And every time I post a comment, they never answer because they know that I know, right? So all I say is something real simple. It ain't shade. It's tell the truth. Tell the truth. I say, what's your profit margin? See, people don't know to say that because all they're showing a screenshot, they Shopify store saying I sold $1,500 or $15,000 in the past week. This is how much I made. They don't tell the truth. What is your profit margin? Because most people's profit margin, depending on what they're selling, could be 10% to 20%. And some items you can get a little bit more. It just depends, but 10 to 20%. So while they may show I made $1,500 today, and it's not even 10 o'clock. Okay, they made 15% off that. So off that $1,500. So they made how much? 150 plus another 75. They made 225, which is still decent. But this is the thing. They don't give the information in a transparent manner. That's what I'm saying. They are putting out unrealistic expectations, which make people who want to make fast money jump into something, jump into anything and thinking they're going to make this fast money. They never tell. On social media, they never tell the full detail. But for some reason, that's what's popular because that's what people are looking for. People are looking for a fast, get quick, rich thing. They do not want to know the detail. I know most people cannot be this naive, but they really don't want to know that. A lot of people are desperate to make fast money because they have become lazy. And that's just the truth. So that's the drop shipping, right? They never want to mention that. If I've ever, anytime I comment, what's the profit margin? They never get back to me. They never respond to me. Everybody else up under me could say more info, more info, more info, more info. And they'd be like, check your DM, check your DM. Am I lying? Do you see this or do you not see this? Check your DM, check your DM. They will skip over my comment when I say, what's the profit margin? Because they know that I don't believe that number. I know that that's not a real number. Okay. So what? You sat up there and said, I made $1,500, but usually in reality, you sold 3 items that were $500 a piece, right? And you just marked it up 10%. So stop believing that. That's another one. Drop shipping. That's the new one that I see coming on the scene. The past 2 weeks, I've been seeing more and more and more. I'm going to say people of color in general. I'm going to say that because it was a thing where it was like a few of us in it, but it was mostly like, I hate to say it, but it was the European and Arabic guys doing it real heavy. But now I'm seeing others, us, Black, Hispanic, whatever, doing it. And Asians were doing it along with the European and Arabic guys. Those were Asian, European, and Arabic. When I first jumped into it, those were who was in all of my groups. Now I'm seeing more of us jump into it. But the way we're putting it out there is kind of like, we got to be careful because to see what it is the new hot thing that's sneaking up on people. It's a new thing to market. It's a new thing to kind of stretch out. It's a new thing to exploit. But they're going to get some people. They're going to really, really get some people with that. Yep, you say you see it all the time. Yep. And they check your DM, makes me laugh every time. They will skip right over me. Yeah, check your DM, check your DM, check your DM. Because they don't want to have a real conversation. They want to have fluffy conversation because, like I always say, the real money that's not really how they're making their money. They're making their money off of lying to you or selling you a smoke screen. Okay. And they want to sell you the little information they have. Because like I say all the time, if people are making this much money in real life, why would they want to tell you the secret? MLM and pyramid is what I have been seeing. Yes. And it's getting worse. People are capping left and right on social media. Like it is crazy. It is unrealistic. And it's actually an epidemic. That is why the name of this today is the social media capping epidemic. It is literally becoming an epidemic where everybody is trying to sell some information. It's like, well, Shecago, you sell information. Yeah, I sell information and I sell realistic information based off of real life experience and years of experience. And I don't sell you no fake dream. And I sell you what you need to know, the basics or stuff you can actually use to make real money. And I tell you what it is. Like, you need to start here. This is what you need to do. You need to crawl before you can walk. You don't ever hear me telling people, buy this from me because you're going to make if you buy this one product from me, you can do it too. You can make $3,000 a day if you buy this one product from me. See my screenshot? I don't do that. So that is the big difference. I'm selling realistic things that will help people in real life for the long term. But we have an epidemic of people telling people whatever they want to hear with smoke screens and mirrors just to make a quick dollar. Everybody's exploiting everybody, literally. And a lot of these people, it's okay to sell. A lot of people who are mentors and things like that, it's okay for them to sell information, to hand down the information, but it's information that's actually going to help the person in real life. It's not to make a quick buck. It's to develop a person, to pass down. You get what I'm saying? To pass down skills and the tips and tricks and the do's and don'ts so you don't make a lot of mistakes that we have made. You get it? That's how you know a real influencer from a fake ass influencer. A person who's selling you information but telling you the pros and the cons while they're selling you the information and not giving you unrealistic expectations. You get it? It's a big darn difference. And a lot of these other people, this is how you know a person is capping. Am I saying this right? Because y'all know I'm an old lady. Selling you a dream is that they always talk like there's no downside to it. There's never a downside. When these people are talking, they never tell a downside. And every business model has a downside. All of it. And if they never have any downside to it and they're making all this money, you need to step back and say, well, why are you telling everybody? If this is such a sweet lick, why are you telling everybody? Common sense should tell most people, do not trust something that's too good to be true. It usually is. And what is this person's real angle? Like, I just cannot believe that people falling for all this stuff. It's crazy. Okay. Okay, Cap, and I want to make sure because y'all know I'm an old lady, right? So I'm going to move on to the next one. Oops. The next one is the beauty industry. Now I'm coming over into the beauty industry because I am seeing the same thing happen. Instead of the dancer saying, here go my bags of money, now you have these new videos coming out. How much I make in a day as a nail tech, how much I make in a day as a now the wig stylist, I'm not gonna lie to you. I do believe that wig stylists make a nice amount of money every day if they're fast. But the nails and all that, and the lashes and all of that, the math simply does not math. And if you just do the simple math, you will see what I'm saying. Now, let me read this. I think that's one of my problems with social media. They always show the up times, making it seem like everything happens to them so fast. Yes, that's what I'm saying. Then I expect stuff to happen fast. And that is not the real reality. And a lot of people always say, I don't know why your channel isn't bigger. My channel is not bigger because I don't tell people what they want to hear. I tell people what they need to hear and to have a realistic expectation so they can decide if this is something they really want to do for real, full time, or after getting all the real facts, it may be just something that you do on the side, or it may be just something that you do as a hobby. You get it? Because you have a realistic understanding of what it really is. And that's the thing. And that doesn't sell as fast. And some people say, well, maybe you should lie to people. Guess what? I just believe that God is going to provide for me. And I always say that slow and steady wins the race. And if you watch my journey just from then until now, you watch me go from an apartment to an apartment building. Watch that. Watch that. Did you hear what I just said? You watch me literally go from an apartment to an apartment building. Doing nails, doing nails, doing nails, doing nails, doing nails. So who would you rather follow? The person who is telling you that they made $1,500 in a day, buy my courses, keep buying my courses, keep buying my courses, or the person who is telling you step by step what it's really like and showing you the journey, showing you my hard times, showing you my good times, telling you when things are slow for me, somebody just booked an appointment, showing you when times are, you telling you the truth. Because if you want it fast, I'm not the person for you. If you want to hit it, it's always great. I'm not the person for you. Because I'm going to tell you right now, it's really slow. It's really slow. It's weird. We're coming out of a pandemic and things are weird. Food is everything. Inflation, gas. People are slowing up. They're spending, but everybody is stretching everything out right now. That's another thing. And I also explain what's really happening. I'm not going to just complain. I'm going to sit down and try to figure out what it is. And that's what you do as a business person. You have to stay ahead of things and figure out why it's happening and what you can do about it. Inflation is at an all-time high. So people are going to get these things done, but they're going to spread it out. When they go to the grocery store, they're not going to buy shrimp. This time they're going to buy more chicken. You get it? And so they're doing that across the board. It's not anything that you are doing is hard. You want to freak out. I have had my freak out moments. Everybody around me could tell you, but I've had them before. And I have to sit back and gather myself and say to myself, girl, you've been through this so many times. You know what you got to do. And worst case scenario, I have to go out there and hustle and focus in other places to kind of make up for the slack. But these people always come back around. Right now, people are spreading out their spending. They are spreading out their spending. That's it. That's all. I feel like people cap in the beauty industry because for years, other people didn't feel like it was a valid job. Exactly. Now, let me tell you some stuff that I'm seeing in social media right now, how people are really exaggerating in the beauty industry. How much I make in a day as a nail or a lash technician. I saw one yesterday and I said something. This person didn't respond to me. I probably ticked her off, but I just had, it's just like, stop lying to people because this is the part of the reason why everybody want to be a nail tech. And you all are just telling these fabricated stories of what it's like. This person, I counted it. I watched the video 3 times and I counted it. This person put up 11 sets of nails, all longer sets of nails with designs on every finger, stones on every finger, French, glitter press, everything you can imagine. 11 sets. So you mean to tell me that you did 11 sets of nails in a 24-hour period with all these designs? Now let's do the math, because let me tell you, the math is not freaking mathing. Even if this person was super duper fast, there is no way in the world you could have did that many sets. Even if you took an hour, which I cannot do none of those sets in an hour, and I'm a seasoned tech, okay? I couldn't do all those sets with the designs in an hour. So even if you did it in an hour, you got to give people time to get in the door, pick their color, da. Let's just go with an hour, which is not realistic at all. We know it's not an hour. You already at an 11-hour day. Boom, right? Let's just take it to 2 hours, because in 2 hours, I doubt that you did 11 people back to back. You did not eat. You did not use the bathroom. You didn't take no time to pick out colors. No one was a little bit behind. No one had to stop and make phone calls, nothing. Everything just went perfectly smooth. And we're going to say 2 hours, because they were definitely 2 to 3 hour sets or more. Knowing most nail techs, especially these days, I watch people work. They do not work fast. Everybody sits and takes their time, and even moving at a good pace, it was still a longer than 2 hour set per set. But let's just, shall we entertain ourselves and say 2 hours, 11 sets. You already know, y'all, where I'm going with this. 11 sets at 2 hours is how many hours in a day? Like I said, the math don't be mathing. And this is the type of crap that we are seeing out here on social media. How much I made in a day as a nail tech. 11 sets. The other day, I saw another girl put up 9 sets. 9 sets. And I know that the average nail tech that's doing all this stuff that's really out and putting this stuff on every finger with stones and everything, that stuff takes time. Even 9 sets at 2 hours, and that's saying everything went perfectly and you never had to pee that entire day at all. You never even left the chair. You just glued your clothes to the back of the chair and sat there and peed on yourself. Even if you did that, 9 times 2 is 18 hours. Please tell me how this makes sense. Unless my math is off, I doubt it, because I have a bachelor's and my MBA. I think I can do this simple math. These people are lying. And this is what they're putting out here. It's outrageous. I watch Lash Techs do the same thing. So they did 12 people in a day, 11 people in a day. And most people that I know and the type of lashes that girls are getting, there's no way in the world that you're doing that many people, especially with lashes. You know, people have to sit down. They have to get comfortable. You got to clean them bad boys. You got to tape their eye down, and then you got to set up the lengths on your tray. See, I know how to do that too. So I know all what's involved. And so even if you say it's an hour, you still at an hour and a half just in setup and breakdown and cleaning. So an hour and a half times 11 people a day. These, according to what these people are saying, they are not even going to bed. They're not sleeping. They're not using the bathroom. They're not eating or anything. These people should be dizzy and fainting at least once a day. At least once a day, they should be passing out like, ooh, where am I? Where am I? Right? Am I right? Am I crazy? Am I missing something here? Because the math is not mathing with a lot of stuff that people say. And I'm just like, man, what is going on with people? Like, are they using their common sense and common math, common simple math, when they are looking at these videos, when people are telling people how much money they make in a day? These be sets that they did throughout the week, y'all. And they will try to fool people into saying, I did it all in one day by my course. Lauren said, who the heck working 18 hours? 18 hours of work. I remember you told me that. Yeah, they definitely be lying about the prices. It makes me so mad. It pisses me off too. I'm reading. Who the heck is working 18 hours? Now, I've had some days where I've worked 12 or 13, maybe 14 hours back in the day, but you quickly get burned out. That's the other thing. Like, they should tell people, warning. It should be a warning label. Warning. This is not normal, and this is not suggested for long-term income. You know, viewer discretion is advised. Other alternatives should be made because this is not sustainable. Okay. And then Lauren, right, 11 sets. That's 22 hours. And that's 2 hours per set. Perfect day, meaning that you're moving at the speed of light. And I'm going to tell you something. If you're doing that many sets in a day and doing all them designs and stuff, baby, the first 3 sets or so, you might have moved through them fast. But unless you taking coke or something like that, ain't nowhere in the world you kept that type of momentum for 22 hours straight. You see what I'm saying? Like, things do not make sense. You didn't have time to wash your butt, sleep, brush your teeth, eat, use the bathroom, nothing. Impossible. 3 to 4 hours, and you said you did and that's what I'm saying. I watch these people work. The work is beautiful. Do not get me wrong. The work is beautiful. These people, these girls are so talented in that particular box. Because I say being a nail tech, that doesn't make you a nail tech to me. It's more of a nail artist. You got to be well-rounded to last long term, because the trends come and go. But they're really good in this arena. But I'm watching them work. And these girls take their time. They lean forward in a chair and they slowly make everything perfect. They are not moving fast. I have yet to see somebody on a live go fast. And that's why I figured, because I tell you all, it is so important to understand who you're targeting. And this goes for social media as well. Remember, I went live? It was nerve-wracking for me because I work at a faster pace. I don't work for social media. Those people on there are working. They do good because they take their time and they're working slow, and people, it's relaxing for people. I don't work at a relaxing pace. You know why? Because I'm on a tight schedule with people and I like to stay on time, and my work pace is not made for lives because I'm moving out. I'm moving the heck out. And I watch the pace that most of these newer artists are working at, and there's no way in hell that those numbers make sense because none of them work fast. None of them. I'm just saying. I mean, if you did the math, that's the only way it can happen. And throughout the day, things happen. You got to answer your phone. It's just like so many things that happen throughout the day. You have to buffer in. It just does not make sense. No matter what scenario I could try to pull together, these people's math do not make sense. And then, yeah, braiders say that too. Now, come on, braider. Now, you did not do all these braids in no day. Like, stop. I'm so sick of people trying to convince other people that they made all this money in one day. Just tell the truth. Some of my favorite work from this past week. Say that, because that's what it is. Okay. She doing too much. She definitely not thinking like a business person. Gonna burn herself out. I tell them that. I'd rather do 5 to 6 sets and make the same amount of money. Exactly. Now, even for me, these days, 5 to 6 people, that is it. That is it. But I can still do 5 to 6 people, have a full day, and I'm still tired, but I still made my money. And that's the other thing. That one girl was so cheap. And I'm like, that's why you're going to burn out. You're going to hate this. It's fun right now because you done found something that you're popular at and you're feeling good playing all this darn glitter and stuff. After 8 months, this stuff is going to be nothing to you. You're going to be sick of sitting in this chair, glued to this chair, busting your butt. But yeah, Coke or something. Hey, Terratoodles. Not sustainable at all. If we do take coke to sustain that workload, would that be a tax deduction? I don't know. I guess you could say medication. I don't know. I'm just saying, like, that's the only way something like that can happen, where you just sit there banging out 11 of these sets, 22 hours straight. Come on now. 4 to 5 people. 4 to 5 people is a good day if you have a clientele base that is paying you properly. 4 to 5, I'm going to make just as much as you doing 4 to 5. You just sat there and did 11 people, so you say, and this girl said she made $500 and she did 11 people. Okay. You just burned yourself out and overworked yourself. $500, I'm going to do 4 to 5 people. That's it. Literally half the work, half the product, and I'm saving on overhead. And that's the part that people don't calculate. Even in my I had another group and somebody got mad at me. But I'm gonna tell you a little story time real quick. I'm gonna tell you this little story time. That's why I said I'm not popular for the masses, because I tell it like it is. There was this dude in one of my Facebook groups for Airbnb. He tried to reach out to me. Now the funny thing was, he's new like I'm new, but he tries so hard to act like he's telling me what to do, like he helping me. And I would be trying to, anytime I gave him advice on things that I thought he could improve on or tighten up, he didn't want to hear it. And we do actually the same thing, but we do two different business models. In Airbnb, you have where you own your property and you do arbitrage. Arbitrage is where you are renting from somebody else and then you use it to do Airbnb. That's what everybody is pushing. That's another one too, Airbnb. This is a good one because everybody on social media is pushing Airbnb. I made so much money doing Airbnb. Yes, you can, but you got to understand, you definitely got to understand overhead. And he kind of would get mad at me. I would take his advice, and some stuff I'm like, nah, whatever. But he wouldn't take my advice. And the funny thing is, he came in the group just recently saying, hey, you guys, because he finally sat down. See, this is what happened to hard-headed people who don't want to listen. They just want to hear the fun part. They don't want to hear the realness. He came in the group, must have forgot I was in the group, and said, hey, you guys, if my calculations are correct, I'm only seeing $300 to $400 a month. Is this correct or I'm missing something? It's funny because nobody in the group really directly answered his question. I in particular stopped talking to the dude because he started aggravating me. But I said, I can't pass up this opportunity because it's funny that I gave him advice on how to increase his income, but he didn't want to hear me, especially a female, telling him what to do. So I had to come up under there. I said, well, according to you, you will break even at the end of the year, considering the amount you paid for the furniture and everything. Because after he pays his rent and he pays his cleaning company and fulfill supplies and stuff, and plus you have to calculate the money that you spent initially to put the furniture and everything in there. You have to recoup those costs. I said, so you're not, and so I didn't say this part, but I just said you will break even on your investment in it after the first year. Maybe you should increase your pricing, which I've been told him that when he kept calling me on the phone, but he didn't want to hear that. But here it is 7 months later, you're busy and you're booked, but you're not making money. I'm less busy than you and I make more money. You know why? Because I don't have to pay rent to nobody because I own. I don't have to pay a cleaner because I clean myself. You get it? But people don't want to talk about those nuances in business. They just feel good in the moment when they're busy. When people are busy and booked, they feel good. But after so long, the reality sets in, well, damn, am I profitable? Because there's a huge difference between being booked and busy and profit. What is your profit margin? Same thing, I went back to the drop shipping. Understand if you're being profitable. Yes, $500. Now that young lady sat there and did all of that, but she just put acrylic, wore out her files, used stones, glitter, top coat, all this stuff on 11 people. So $500, and you sat up there and gave up your entire day. I use less product, less time, less wear and tear on my files and all of that good stuff, whatever, and less electricity, everything, and had more time to myself, and I made the same amount as you. That is why I am not that popular, because just like the example in Airbnb, people don't really want to hear that. That's too real for them. But if you want to be a long-term career person or whatever it is you do, you have to take a real look at what the numbers look like. And I'm so sick of people on social media throwing out this big lie about what the numbers look like. Those are not real numbers. Those are high level numbers. And no one wants to break down their numbers to see what's really going on. It's fun at first, but at some point when you get burnt out, like him, you burnt out. So now you're looking like, wait a minute, what's going on? So he was bragging and all in the group telling other people, yeah, let me help you. And he just started just like me, but he just was feeling himself. Now you coming back 7 months later asking for advice. Ain't that funny? Ain't that funny? But that's how people are. And I'm going to tell you, that is going to be a problem for a lot of people in the industry right now, because if you are not jumping on the bandwagon, throwing out this la-di-da experience for people, they don't want to watch you. They don't want to follow you. They don't want to like your stuff. And so, how do you get around that? You have to find out what your niche is. You definitely have to find out what your niche is and what it looks like. And you have to be very specific. I know I've said this other times, and I'm trying to get people to see it from other angles and real life scenarios on why it is so important these days, because everything is about who can wow the people the most. Who can wow people the most? So if you want to make some quick money, you can go do what those other people are doing. But if you want to be in this a long time and go from the apartment to the apartment building, not saying that in a bragging way, it's an analogy for real growth over time, not fast, but over time, because my journey is slow, but I am surviving and I eat how I want to eat. I go where I want to go. I take vacations. I buy my wigs. I do everything I want to do. And I cannot tell you that it's fast money. I have good days. I have bad days. I have bad weeks. This is a bad week. I have ebbs and flows. I'm not going to sit here and tell you I'm always making all this money. It is not true. I just pay attention to it enough. That is the reason why I like a booking system, so I can go back and look at my reports and see my high seasons and my low seasons, so I can prepare for it and put extra money to the side. This is real talk. Shecago Nails and Makeup is not a sensational channel that is like, yes, and you can do it, and you can do it. You want to make $2,000 a week, buy that course right there. You want to make $3,000 a week, well, you need to buy this course and that course. If you want to make $5,000 a week, then you should buy my bundle course. And for the next 5 people, if you want to make $5,000, raise your hand. Put a 3 in the comments. Put a 3 in the comments if you want to make $5,000 a week, because I'm going to do something special for you. I'm going to do something special only for the people who want to make $5,000 a week. I'm going to do something crazy. I'm going to knock $100 off. This course, this double master course is usually $997. Usually $997. Oh my God, you guys, I'm feeling some type of way. I'm feeling real excited today. And you know what? You all done got me fired up. You done got me all exploded, all just feeling some type of way. And I want you all to succeed. So here we go. I'm going to knock this course down from $997 to $47 just for the next 50 people. This course is usually $997, but for the next 50 people, you got to get it now. I'm only leaving this up here for the next 20 minutes. For the next 50 people, it is only going to be $47. But if you don't want to make $5,000 a week, don't buy the course. If you don't want to make $5,000 a week, don't buy my bundle master course, because you're not ready. Where the lie at? Where the lie? Is this what we seeing online? And people be really like, I just bought mine. Ain't nobody brain clicking like, well, if this person making all this money, why are they on here selling a course for $1,000 and knocking it all the way down to $47? From $1,000 to $47. They want to tell me how they making $30,000 a day. But they're gonna tell me and knock the price down literally 95% to tell me their secret on how they made $30,000 a day. Make it make sense. Please make it make sense. Right. How many of our clients would want to sit there for 2+ hours? People do, but I'm just like, if you're doing these type of elaborate designs, let's be realistic with how long they take. And you should be able to charge people properly where you don't have to work yourself like that. And technically the math don't math, and they're not working themselves like that. They're simply lying instead of just being real, saying, these are the sets I like from this week. But that's not as sensational. They're going to get more likes, and then people are going to want to come to them if they make it more zhuzhed up. And that's what we're in. That's why I call this the social media capping epidemic. Everybody is straight up capping, because the more they lie, the bigger the lie, the more outrageous it is. More people like that. People like BS. Some work hard, some work smart. But am I lying? Am I lying? Am I lying? Oh yeah, they be killing me with these deals. Like, I'm so glad I know better. Yeah, and they be marking it way down. I be cracking up. Like, normally I have sat through some of these webinars, free. Remember the free webinars? The free webinars, like this course, I watched one the other day. I said, here we go. Or I read the long, and I scroll all the way down to the bottom to the pricing. Normally, this course is 9,000. I've seen them as high as $9,997. But today, you can get all three in the next 30 minutes, and it'll be a timer. Tell me you haven't seen this. A timer down at the bottom. And you can get all three for $197. So it went all the way from $9,000, almost, well, $9,997. But if you buy it in the next 30 minutes, you can get it for $197. That is the new lick, you guys. Yep. And it's so sad. People be eating it up. Yes, I do DoorDash and do nails because it's slow. It is slow. It is slow. And if it's slow, it pick up for a minute, drop back down. It's definitely not the same, but it's not the same across the board, period. The Airbnb business is not the same unless you're in a high traffic area that's like near Vegas or near Tampa, Florida, or California, near a tourist attraction of some sort, or in the mountains or something, because people do that every year anyway for their family. But other than that, if you're just in a regular area, everybody has felt the effects across the board. It's because people are spreading out their money. Yeah, not a bundle. It's true. Right? A $900 course go for $29.99 because they like you so much. And not only that, they will start emailing you after and be like, did you get it? Well, I've extended another 24 hours. Buy now. It's only 10 left. Then the next day, make sure you buy it. It's only 4 left. And they'll keep harassing you. Why are these people harassing you so hard to sell you information on how they make $30,000 a day? It's the same concept across the board, even with nails. And I'm just seeing it with nails, lashes, all of that. I'm just seeing it in a different way, but it's all the same game. I'm not even on what time TikTok nail text on another. Wait, I'm not even on what the time that I'm saying TikTok nail text is on. Another nail tech I know switched to just gel manis and pedis, and she's killing it money-wise and has less drama. Exactly. To be honest with you, I've been thinking about, and another nail tech was talking about, like, really, shoot, you could really just turn it to a pedi. Ooh, the pedi master. Somebody might steal that. I don't care. The pedi master. And you could really just hone in on that and kill it. You do not have to keep up with the masses and what these people are doing. These people are going to crash and burn. You mark my words, crash and burn. They're going to crash and burn. They cannot keep the fake momentum that they have going. It's not realistic. People with common sense should see right through it, and they're going to crash and burn. They're just catching the fast money. Yeah, no one shows how they have a part-time job. They sure don't. And people don't know, well, you know some of my stuff, but I have like 7 incomes. So for me, it's not just nails. And then I already know people are going to come in. They're just spreading it out. So the money always comes together. It just comes together differently with nails right now. I can't really predict it, but it still comes. I just tighten up on my other sources of income. I just focus more over there. Yep. And you see that for workout courses. Yes. The timer. Yeah. And you refresh it and it's still there. Yep. People hate the average truth, but will pay out the nose for a pretty lie. Yes. The social media posts that talk about how to make 6 figures doing nails, their math is so misleading. That is why I'm here. I appreciate the honesty, the real tangible steps I can do to have a career. The real tangible steps. Exactly. And so what I will say is that everyone right now has to really tighten up on what their position is going to be. What type of nails are you going to do? What type of nails are you going to do? And you have to put that in front of people. And you also need to start playing around with your hashtags. I'm going to tell you something else. I was thinking about this, and I think what I'm going to do right now, you guys, oh man, for a limited time offer, I'm about to do this. No, I'm just playing. What I'm about to do, and I'm going to tell you all to do it too, and I'm going to tell you why. I think I need to order me some business cards. And I think Cece mentioned this, and I was like, no, or maybe my other friend, Sherry. They old school. We all old school. I think that, you guys, we need to go back to the old school. I want everybody to order some business cards. Unless your clientele is that long nail, lots of design clientele, if you want to get your client base down with the more realistic, everyday woman type of nails, I think that we need to get some business cards. I'm about to order some right now when I get offline. I'm going to come back and I'm going to show them to you. I'm going to order them right freaking now. I'm going to order them right now. We got to go back to the old school. We got to do the opposite of what everybody is doing. This is powerful what I'm saying right here, because nobody is saying this. You know why? Because when I'm out every day, I was just at the grocery store. I went to 2 different stores. I went to Aldi's first. No, first I went to Food for Less, and I was looking at the lady nails, and she was nice and everything. And I could tell she was kind of looking at me because I had just left the gym. I was all sweaty, but you could see my muscles and stuff. And people always stare at me because they never see a Black woman with muscles. It's kind of odd. And so they always like looking to see what I'm buying, what groceries I'm eating, whatever. And she just really was talking to me a lot. And I'm like, damn, she got a line, but I should have been able to hand her a card because she was attracted to me. Not like that, y'all. Not like that. I'm just saying, like, she was attracted to me as a person. She was curious about me as a person. And she definitely would have checked me out. I could have handed her a card and kept it moving and got my groceries. Then when I went to Aldi's, it was a young Hispanic girl ringing everybody up. She had on nails and they were old. And I'm like, damn. But you could tell she did like a little accent nail on a few of them. She had glitter on one. She had a little stonework on another one. I could have gave her a card. And all it takes is a few people. A few people. We got to come. We're going to post on social media, but we got to go back and do the old school way. You know why? Because they are getting so damn outrageous with the social media. We got to do it just to stay relevant. But really, if we want to get clientele, especially right now with the weirdness, we got to go back to the old school. When we're out and about, we got to start handing people our cards again. We got to. And matter of fact, I don't think I'm going to do a postcard. I think I'm going to do straight up business cards so people could just pop it in their pocket real quick. I think so. Because those clients are not on social media. Social media is becoming overly stimulating from a lot of people. If I didn't make money on social media and have to be on social media as an influencer, I would take a break. I have clients who take breaks for months on purpose because it's overly stimulating. It's too much cap on here. It's not even realistic anymore. You know, it's just like, it's almost like watching a reality show or something. Like, it's all theatrics. And so there are still people looking, but I don't think that we're going to capture those real everyday women looking for nails on there. They, I think, are going back into the discount salons. And that's just my thought. I'm going to order some cards as soon as I get off the phone. And I'm going to keep them with me. I have to. I have to. Say less. Look, I was just saying, thinking about the old school ways. Yeah. When I'm out, I'm about to start giving people my cards, like looking for a real nail tech. And what I'm going to do is, and I'm going to tell you all to do this too. You as a marketing person, I'm going to tell you, marketing is nothing more than inspiring people to do something, inspiring people to spend money with you some type of way. So you could just make a card if you want to that says nails by Lily. You could, but really right now you need to spark emotion with people because they see nail techs everywhere, but something might be missing and you need to put your messaging on there to say that. So for me, I'm probably going to put something on there like looking for a reliable nail tech in a clean, you're looking for a licensed, reliable nail tech who does feet, Shecago nails and makeup. Information on the back. You see what I'm saying? That I'm going to put some messaging out that's going to strike a chord with people. Strike a chord with people. Right? Because it's the opposite. I only work word of mouth, and you must have a business card. I've been doing that for the last 2 years. It's slow, but it's steady money with the clients you enjoy. Exactly. Exactly. Let's go a little backwards here. Let's test this out. You can never hurt yourself with this, but let's stay on the social media, but it's getting outrageous. And I think that those clients are like, I don't know who to go with. All I'm seeing is this outrageous stuff. And I don't wear all that outrageous stuff. So we need to let these people know. We got to get in there. When we're in we see those people every day. When we're at the grocery store, we see these people. When we are at Walmart, we see these people. When we're at Walgreens, CVS, the doctor's office, we got to put them cards back in their hands because the social media, I think, it might be too much for some of them. I keep them in my car, but be nervous to hand them out sometimes. But But now I just be like, handed, what's the worst that can happen? Yeah, the first thing you could say is, oh, okay, I see you get your nails done, girl. Hey, I do nails. Check me out. That's all you got to say. Keep it moving. Social media clients seem to be fly by night clients. They are always on the next new thing. Yep. Yep. So I'm going to order some cards. I have some postcards that I ordered a long time ago. Then I ordered a couple more. I probably ordered a few thousand. When I got rid of those, I didn't order anymore because I was able to take off on social media quickly. But it's a new day and a new age from then. And I'm going to order me some cards. I swear I'm turning on my laptop right now. I'm not kidding. I'm literally lifting it up and turning it on before I forget. I'm about to design me some cards real quick. Take about 15 minutes and get them here. I'm not playing. So I think that's it. I just wanted to talk about the social media dilemma that is happening. It is literally an epidemic with all this capping about how much I make, and you could do it too if you buy my course. As you know, I have stuff available for people, but it is really for people to understand the basics and have some real structure to build your career for real. Um, and you could check it out if you want. It's on Shecago Beauty Source, chicagobeautysource.com. And my site has been around since 2013. 2013. I'm not new to this. All of these new people jumping up and selling and self-proclaimed gurus, they are just jumping in. I'm telling you, I identify what people really need because I know I have a lot of newer people who really want to make this for real. And this is what we got to do. I still have there's power in their word of mouth. Yep. And a few good ones will bring all their people. I still have a box. Can you look at my designs and see if that's catchy enough? I don't understand. I'm sorry. My lash tech grew majority of her clientele through word of mouth. Yeah. Let's get these cards. Let's get these cards back out because I'm tired of playing with people. I'm tired of playing with people, and I might put out a crazy set here and there, but that's definitely not what I'm trying to attract at this point in my career. For me, that's just for me because I'm backing out and becoming more of a mentor in the industry and things. But I'm noticing I miss a lot of opportunities when I'm out to hand people a card. And the good thing, let me tell you another good thing about handing people cards when you're out and about. You can literally see these people. See, on social media, we're just marketing to everybody and anybody. We have our booking link. But you can't get a vibe off these people. You can't feel their energy. But in person, you can feel them out. You can watch them from afar. You know, if you're standing in line, you already see their demeanor. You already had a chance to kind of look them up and down and say, oh, she looks like she's a mom just working hard, and I'm comfortable with her coming into my space, but on social media, you don't have that pro. That's actually a con to just be blindly marketing to people and letting them book with you. So let's go back to the old school. Right now, things are really weird. And so in weird times, we got to do what we got to do. I'm not going to sit here and lie to you all and tell you all like it's booming right now because it's not. And I was talking to someone about this the other day. Have you all noticed? They're not going to tell you because it's bad publicity for any business to tell you this. But have you all noticed that the businesses are marketing to you like crazy? I'm going to say some of these nail companies, they never ran a sale, but now they're running 2 and 3 sales a week. They'll send you a text sale, then they'll email you a sale. Did you notice they're posting more videos? They're trying to stay in your face more because their sales are down. So it's everyone, but the companies are not going to tell you that. They're just going to market to you harder and give you a few more percentage points off because their sales are down. Just pay attention. Pay attention to what's happening. Everybody is feeling it. So everybody is marketing crazy. Steve Madden, marketing crazy. The nail companies, marketing crazy. Sale crazy. Coupon crazy. Yep. Box of cards. Oh, Artina, email me at Shecago. So just take a picture of it. You can do it from your phone. Take a picture of it and email me at Shecago@yahoo.com. Yep. I hand them to people who got a good vibe, not the jibby jabby folks. Right. Look, I didn't want to say it. Lauren, maybe that was you because we were on the phone for 5 hours the other day. Maybe, yeah, I didn't say it. She said it, but have you noticed? Have you noticed? Have you noticed? Have you noticed? Yeah, because I can tell you right now that I've had people come up to me saying, I'm just gonna say, I'll use nails. It's not about nails, but I'm gonna use nails. Oh, you do nails? Give me your card. Da, da, da. And I'm looking at them and I'm like, I know how you are. I know how you roll. Da, da, da. I don't want you in my house. I don't even want you to know where I live. Like, it's just certain people I don't want. And that is part of the problem with social media. Even though you can't get my address, and if I don't know you, I have to verify you and figure out how you know me. But yeah, it's actually a good thing. They used to not ever have a sale, but now all of a sudden sale, sale, sale. Exactly. Lauren was saying the same thing. That is a telltale sign, you all, that their business is down. Their business is down. You know, please be sure to like and share this video, and you hit that notification bell so you will know, just like I went live today. This was impromptu. I'm going to be doing this much, much more. But yeah, sell, 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 sell. They can't say, y'all, we notice y'all ain't spending the same amount of money. You know, we need y'all to spend that money. Companies can't say that. See, all that pandemic money is done dried up, honey. And then all these credits and everything that people were getting, child tax credit and all these stimulus checks and stuff, people refunds are not looking exactly the same either. And so the reality is the dust is settling down and people are realizing that we're back into regular life. And so people are kind of like stalling too in their spending because they got to readjust themselves. I told you how Young Nails ain't never really ran no sale like that. Now they got one once a month. See, why would they? Why would they? Because they are trying to increase or get their revenue back up. Sales have dropped. But nobody's going to tell you that. People online are not going to tell you that. I could tell you for a fact that I know some social media gurus who come online and they try, you know, to just be in your face. And they'll even say, I'm opening my books and I'm going to take a few people. Why are they taking a few people all of a sudden? Because their sales are down. And so if you want to get in with me, I'm the OG, I'm the originator. I'm opening my books for select people who want to pay because they're not making their money like they're hot, but they notice that the money has slowed down. The money has slowed down across the board for a lot of people in different ways. But people are too embarrassed after, you know, being so I'm all this, I'm all that to admit it. They're not going to tell you that. Young Nails even made a sale song. It's catchy too. It's time for sale, Young Nails. Get that sale. See, you see what I'm saying? Like, y'all, this is where we are with it. And this is where, like, even the trend that's going on now, where everything is so French and everything's so long, or some of these nails. I saw somebody doing a set of nails on, y'all, I swear to God, I'm not even exaggerating. I saw somebody do a set of nails on TikTok. They were on live. The set of nails was about 2.5 feet long. You know they made them, right? But the actual nails were about 2.5 feet long. Just to get people to log in. You know that's what that was about, right? I made egg rolls the other day. I'm eating one. I'm so hungry. I told you I just left the gym. I had a protein shake, but your body burns through a ton of energy even after the gym when you lift weights. And I did the Stairmaster. So I'm starving. My body is like, I need fuel. Um, I thought about what you said the other day. Once I get an apartment, I'm going to create a nail space instead of renting. That way you can save on overhead. Yep. Yeah. Feet. Yeah, you heard me right. 2.5 feet. Mm-hmm. No, maybe it was like 1.5 feet. The nails were definitely over 1 foot long. And she was just slapping acrylic on them. Every nail was a different color. And she was just slapping the clear acrylic across all the color acrylic. And the nails were so long. There is no way in the world this person could. I don't know. I have to assume that was just for show. Feet. Yes, feet. Like 1.5 feet. You see what I'm saying? When people don't know how to properly market themselves, this is what everything has to come to on social media. Can I out wow the next person? Can I get more attention than the next person by doing something more and more and more? More and more and more. What can I say to people to make my video go viral? What can I say to get people get more likes? Even if it's a lie. Even if it's a lie. I'm not lying. I said this is just for show. There's no way somebody's walking around. Those nails were so long. They weren't. I don't even know if she's gonna drill all of that. I maybe she was just doing it. I think she might have been doing it just to get people to watch her live and to subscribe to her. It was her TikTok live. So maybe just to get people to like her page, because those nails would have taken really like a day or two to do, because she hadn't even started drilling or filing. And when nails get that long, you can't even really make them perfect. You just got to do the best you can with making them all uniform. But yeah, but that's what people feel like they have to do, because a lot of people don't understand how to brand themselves properly. And so now everybody's just like, I got to outdo the next person. What can I do? So get your cards. I got to go eat. Get your cards, you guys. Get back when you out here in the street. Get your cards and make sure that put some messaging on there. Don't just put that you do nails. Whatever it is that sticks out about you. If you do feet, put something on there looking for, if you're licensed, put that on there. Looking for a license, put license in caps. Looking for a licensed, clean professional to do your nails. Put your logo, put your information on the back. Looking for a licensed, clean, on time professional who also does pedicures. I'm your girl. Put your logo, put your information on the back, whatever. That's what you got to do. Okay. So I think I'm starving here. I worked out real hard today. I had a good workout. So I think I'm done here. I just wanted to talk about this epidemic. I just had to talk about this epidemic, the social media capping epidemic. And I hope that this was informative. If you didn't get anything out of this live, understand that you might want to go get some cards and put these cards back in people's hands and go old school. I think it will help. I really do. And so, until the next video, you guys, coming back on again soon. You never know, it could be tomorrow. All right, I'll catch you later. Bye.